Hey, it's Rich. Today I'm standing in front of a 2009 Cessna Turbo 182T, which Cessna is not building anymore. They're still making 182s, but not the turbocharged version. And today I'm going to take a quick flight over to Van Nuys Airport via the special flight rules, talk a little bit about the performance of this airplane, and a little bit of my history with it and with Cessna Aircraft Company. And I'm going to take you along. Let's go. Taxiing out here from Pacific Air Center, going to 26 left. And this is a 2009 182, like I mentioned, a Turbo 182T. I've got a lot of experience with these airplanes. I worked for Cessna back when they reintroduced the 182, 172, and 206 back in 1996, and worked for them for a while, and then they introduced the Turbo 182T and 182T in 2001. And then G1000 came out in 2004, and then the GFC 700 Autopilot, I think, in 2007 in these airplanes. So we were a dealer, and I sold a bunch of them over the years, and flew a lot of time in these airplanes, flying around the country when I worked for Cessna, and then sell them as a dealer. So a lot of experience with them. It's been a great airplane, and it remains a really, really popular airplane in the market, and they're not making the Turbo 182s anymore. So if you have a Turbo 182 T model, they're not in production anymore. They're making the normally aspirated, but not the new ones. This particular airplane we have is a 2009. Like I said, it has synthetic vision and traffic, terrain, storm scope, and all of that stuff came pretty much standard. They were optional, but most people got them when they were buying them. It also has a Keith air conditioning system with STC. The Cessna started putting in at the factory as an STC, but a lot of the earlier ones, probably up until about maybe, I don't know, 2011, got it as a dealer install. And there's another one available now. The Keith is given off of the engine where I think it's Fort Worth Airworks makes a all-electric air conditioner. They're both pretty popular. I'm not sure Keith's making these anymore, but it's a good option, and a lot of airplanes have it. And as far as options goes, maybe vortex generators and air conditioning are the two real big things that aftermarket on 182s. So other than that, they're pretty stock. No engine upgrades for these airplanes, and there was a fairly small number of them made, so not a lot of people or modifiers came out with kits like stole kits and wingtip tanks and engine upgrades, because there just isn't a huge number of these airplanes ever built.
November 6 Alpha Delta, straight out, departures approved, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, straight out, 216 Alpha Delta.
Force Tower, Cessna 6600, Papa is with you on the ILS.
November 6600, Papa, Long Beach Towers, this is a full stop.
Negative, 00 Papa, I'd like to do three approaches with no landing here, and then do one at Torrance.
November 00 Papa, roger, report your southbound left turn southbound prior to runway 30.
Left turn prior to runway 30, 00 Papa.
Climbing off of Long Beach, we're pretty much straight out off of 26 left. We climb up to 4,500. Join the special flight rules over LAX.
November 6 Alpha Delta, frequency change approved. Good day.
Good day, 6 Alpha Delta. And it's a really nice way to traverse the Bravo, going over to like Van Nuys or northbound out of Long Beach, or on the south side of the LA Class Bravo, and use it a lot. We go to 4,500 going northwest and 3,500 south. So in the with the 182, I've got it, about 30 inches, and props full forward, that's 2,400 RPMs. And we're climbing 1,100 feet a minute at 100, I'm going to 110 knots. Still going to net us about almost 1,000 feet a minute light. We don't have a lot of fuel, it's just me and the airplane. Be about 1,000 feet a minute to climb. My experience with the Turbo 182s and cruise, you know, up above 10,000 feet, you're going to get about 160 knots on about 15 gallons an hour. And, you know, all around this airplane, you know, it's not the fastest, it doesn't have, you know, 1,000-foot warning there. It doesn't have the greatest, you know, payload or the best cabin in terms of space or you know, being modern. But this airplane does so many things well. You know, a decent cruise speed. All these Turbo 182s, in my experience, have around 1,000-pound useful load. Now, if you start adding air conditioning, then it eats into that a little bit, but it's not significant. And you put a couple hours of fuel in it, say you put in 50 gallons of gas, and you save 40 roughly. That gives you another 300 pounds of payload. So it does, you know, it does well to go on a 300 nautical mile trip and fly for a couple hours and have plenty of room for people and bags. And safe, you know, you have G1000. There's some traffic right over there.
Traffic.
Finally talking to me. He's probably going to special flight rules too. Special flight rules, got a 182 joining special flight rules 4.5. We got a 150 inside off to our right. We're overtaking you.
And only special flight rules, light 41 takeoff vector, we've got the 182, we'll follow you in.
All right, thanks. So leveling it at 4,500, and I'll pull the mixture back to about 15 gallons an hour. I'll do 28 inches. 28 inches, 2,400 RPMs, and right at 15 gallons an hour. We're indicating about 100, those are cow flaps. We'll indicate about 135 to 40 knots. It's going to get our true airspeed at this low altitude probably in the 150, 155 knot range. Like I said, if you go up to 12,000 feet, you'll see 160 knots true airspeed in this airplane, and you can't. It's tough to beat for what you get for the money, and then the safety record of these airplanes is second to none really in light single engine piston aircraft. I mentioned earlier some of the mods. You can actually get a parachute in this airplane, so it has a lot of great features about it, and it's why it's been so popular. Why Cessna stopped making this one? I know why they did originally, because they were going to bring out the turbo diesel, but why they stopped making it, when the turbo diesel went away, why they didn't bring this airplane back, I have no idea. Because like I said, as a dealer, we sold mostly, I think I only sold one normally aspirated 182 the entire time we were a dealer. Everybody wanted the turbos, because you got the oxygen system, built-in oxygen, you got a hot prop, and a turbocharged motor. The TBO on the turbocharged motor is the same as normally aspirated. There's no warranty issues with it. So and it was, I think at the time, it was roughly $40,000 more than the normally aspirated 182. Anyway, I thought the Turbo 182 was a great value for what you get in addition to the normally aspirated 182. And the Lycoming 540, TIO 540, which is what's in this airplane. Some airplanes, Navajos, Malibus, it puts out 350 horsepower. And the Turbo 182, it's 235 horsepower, so it's really derated. We're already through the special flight rules area, so I'm going to start descending. Pull just a little power back. So a derated motor like this, it's never really working that hard, so you've had really good luck, a really good operational history with these, even though they're turbocharged, making TBO, no top overhauls, maybe a cylinder here and there. We had one that went into a flight school and it made it to 2,200 hours. Didn't have any problems, it's just they elected to haul the motor at 2,200. So, really good engine airframe combination. It's just been all around
LA Special Flight Rules,
great
Light Sport,
airplane.
Golf X-Ray, over the Central Terminal Complex, northbound 4.5, LA Special Flight Rules.
Skylane's exiting special flight rules northbound.
Indicator out of service. Hazardous weather information for California or coastal water.
We're pretty much right over Santa Monica Airport right now.
Frequency. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu.
Make sure to prop, gears down, fuel selectors are on both, got my lights all on. We don't use the fuel pump in this airplane only for priming, and
for the right cross,
if you lose the mechanical pump,
Cherokee 154 Echo
Romeo. Romeo Venator, stand
any checks done.
Number 6 for X-ray, caution, wake turbulence, clear off the parallel.
What I was saying is, you know,
Number 6 Golf Kilo,
engine,
16 right,
airframe combination. I mean, they've been making 182 since the 50s, I believe, 1956, 57.
Piper 319 or Foxtrot Tango.
Some birds.
Stop on this one, and if possible on the big runway.
It's just been a
November 319 or Foxtrot Tango.
great airplane.
Continue.
You just
2 Kilo
can't,
Tango, turn the right crosswind.
Can't beat it. And, you know, if you're landing on unimproved
Cherokee 12
runways,
Charlie, turn base at the VA, 16 left for the option.
16 left for the option, turn base at the
backcountry flying, it just performs in all areas. It's been used for parachute jumping, surveillance, pretty much any operation for any airplane. The 182's been...
Number 6 Alpha Delta, turn northbound now for the downwind.
Turning north for the downwind, 6 Alpha Delta.
Cherokee Niner Foxtrot Tango, please turn left crosswind now.
crosswind and Foxtrot Tango.
Number 6 Golf Kilo, traffic heading to your left, Cherokee in the left crosswind.
If you're
the
first airplane,
contact departure control, have a good day.
You want to get some experience
Niner Foxtrot Tango, extend down when I'll call your base.
owning an airplane or building experience as a pilot.
November 4 Echo Romeo, Nodal
instrument flying.
Right, clear for takeoff, right crossing approved, flood basin.
There's a lot of airplanes that fit that bill, but I don't think any of them are
Nodal A, please.
do as good a job all the way around. Of course, the Cirrus, you know, is kind of the
015, looking for traffic.
most popular general aviation airplane right now. Great airplane. I've done a lot of flight training in it with people, and I have no
Cherokee 12 Charlie, turn base, and 16
complaints about the Cirrus, but to develop experience and have a forgiving airplane, it's really difficult to do better than a 182,
be in position, traffic, 1 o'clock,
especially a Turbo 182, in my opinion.
Eastbound, type unknown, not on frequency, 2,600 indicated.
Just had a lot of really good customer
Number 6 Alpha Delta, turn base to the VOR now.
Turn base
traffic
now, Alpha Delta.
6 Alpha Delta, traffic will be in position, continue, and you are inside of a Gulfstream 4 on the 7-mile final.
Okay, we're on a tight base, looking for the Gulfstream, 216 Alpha Delta.
Traveler 34 Bravo, runway 16 right, full length, line up and wait next to land, Skylane, 2-mile left, right base.
16 right, line up and wait, 34 Bravo.
Cherokee Niner Foxtrot Tango, unable runway 16 right. You'll be number 2 to follow Cherokee, just ahead and to your left at 1,500.
Traffic inside, number 2, 16 left, manifest Tango.
Manifest Tango, Roger, 16 left, clear to land.
If you're in the market for a 182,
Archer 0,
notice there's not many of them available.
0.7.
And that's because they're not making turbos anymore. The market's good for
Golf, ground 0.7 over.
Used airplanes.
84015, Alpha Golf, ground 0.7.
Traveler 34,
solid everywhere.
Traffic.
It's hard to find them.
Approved.
This one I think is going to be available.
Remember 6 Alpha Delta, runway 16 right, clear to land, number 1. Traffic just ahead and to your left, Cherokee for the parallel.
Clear to land, 16 right, number 1, that traffic's in sight. 6 Alpha Delta.
Gulfstream 405 Quebec Sierra, continue, traffic will be in position.
405 Quebec Sierra.
This is a 2009 again with about
Legacy 227.
Traffic.
Get ready for
with about 1,500 hours on
Say
it.
again?
227 will get ready for departure.
If you're interested in this airplane or any turbo 182, don't hesitate to give us a call. We got a lot of experience with
2 Kilo Tango,
182s.
Center route here.
2 Kilo Tango, still come approach control, 134.2.
Be happy to talk to you, answer any questions you have.
Thank you, sir.
And don't hesitate to give me a call.
345,
Thanks for watching.
16 right at Charlie for straight out departure.
Number 27 Whiskey, runway 16 right, line up and wait. Like a 27 Whiskey up there, waiting to go.
16 right, ready for departure, IFR.
I had like a 27 Whiskey up there that called for departure, I think.
Yep, Legacy 227 Whiskey, Echo short of 16 left, ready for departure.
Thank you. Legacy 27 Whiskey, Roger, standby. 277 Whiskey Echo, Roger, standby, thank you.
Yep, 227 Whiskey, Echo, standby.
Air Citation 518 Echo on the VOR Bravo 16 right.
Number 5 Quebec Sierra, 16 right, clear to land.